Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here to talk about, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, one of my favorite tools that I own. I looked underneath this today, and I have owned this since 2015. That's a 2015 battery right there. 5-year-old battery, still working perfectly. You get two of those with a CXS. And this, by far, my most used drill that I own. Probably shouldn't be, but the level of handy that this is, the right size that it is, everything, it just comes together for me to just a perfect package. With being able to use the Centratec system, which I really like, as well as using the Jacobs chuck that comes with the CXS and with most Festool drills, this makes it where you can use any bit. It basically turns it into just a normal drill. So if you're used to running a DeWalt, I don't know if I have one right here or not. I think I got rid of all of those actually. But if you're running a DeWalt or something, this is the type of chuck you'll have, a Jacobs chuck. It has the 3 chuck jaws inside. And these are quick connect. So you can snap off your Centratec chuck just by pulling the black collar. Hold the front end, pull the black collar, and it pops right off. Inside here, you have a 1/4-inch hex right there. And inside the back of these chucks, if you can see, you have a 1/4-inch hex drive that runs inside the chucks. So this actually locks your bits right down into the drive. This bit, if you can see how deep it is there, sits in all the way that deep. So it's actually being driven directly by the drill. So you don't have a lot of the issues of run out at the bit tip that you get with other drills running a Jacobs chuck, or the ability to easily misalign something in a 3-jaw chuck as well, where these, everything just snaps in nice, true, and straight. But not everything is made in Centratec that is made in standard setups. So you need this Jacobs chuck, especially, drill bits, things like that, unless you're just running a full Centratec set, which I kind of try to as much as I can, but there's always things you have to use it for. So this has torque settings 1 through 12 right here, just a normal twist front, and then a max torque setting right there for drilling. So most of the time mine just lives on max torque. It also has a speed 1, speed 2, and there's speed 2, speed 1. I pretty well keep this in speed 1 all the time. But to show you how these chucks work, that'll pop right off and pop our Jacobs chuck right on, and we now have a Jacobs chuck. So we're now a regular drill. But it adds quite a bit of weight because Festool does build some fairly stout chucks. So if you wanted to say, take this bit out, there's the little Centratec chuck. Look how tiny that is compared to the Jacobs. And this is a really small Jacobs that comes with the CXS, but it's way smaller. So a lot less weight on your hip pocket or wherever you carry your drill. But you can take a Centratec bit or any other bit really, and it'll run right down and lock right into a Jacobs chuck as well. But you don't get the benefits of the decreased run out and everything. But that's not the only 2 chucks that work with this drill. They also have the most used chuck I have for when this comes out for a specialty purpose, the right angle chuck. And this will go on literally any angle. Look how you can just undo this. It just goes on like a regular Centratec chuck. You can put this at any angle you want. If you need to get up under something, look at that. You can get it nice and tight, just rotate it till it fits right where you want it, perfect right angle, and you can wedge this in that small. Now, most of the time when I use this, that's why there's a bit sitting in here, and most bit screws I use are T25, so that's what's there, but this even has the magnetic tip back up in here. There's a magnet here, as well as in the end of this drill, there's a magnet here too, so when you snap in these little bits, if you need to get your drill even shorter front to back to get in something, it'll go in with no chuck at all, and it'll drive just fine right there. There is power settings here. You can see we have, if you pull the trigger, the light will come on, but right there you can see we have 1 bar of battery. There's up to 3, and we're apparently down to 1, so we need to throw this one on the charger. But most of the time I get quite a bit of runtime out of this, even though this is not a brushless tool. This is a brushed drill. I'm 5 years in, daily use, heavy use, and you can see this drill is far from new. it has been through the ringer. I don't know if I could even read the serial numbers on that. Even like the backs of my chucks and stuff, this has been jammed into spots. If you've seen a video I did before on building an off-axis spiral staircase that we did this last year, this drill was almost indispensable to do that, or some type of similar deal where you could get between those tight treads to get the screws in the bottom plates before you did the glue on cover plates. But back to this. We have the 12 torque settings. We have a 10.8 amp hour or 10.8 volt battery. So that's, you know, it's not even a 12 volt like DeWalt. Well, if theirs is really 12. But 10.8 here, which I believe is the same thing as my Milwaukee Surge that I picked up this week. I believe these batteries are also 10.8 volts. But it's M12, but I think that's actually what they come in at, is more like 10.8. I could be wrong there, but feel free to correct me. Somebody usually does. But I bought this to kind of see if it could replace this. But so far, this is still a good little bit heavier. It's actually heavier than this with the right angle adapter on it. So, for what it's worth, that's how light this is. Love this drill. You have the C handle here too, so you have a lot of nice bit storage options. It has the ramping storage on the front where you can store one of the long bits or 2 or 3 of the short ones. There's 2 tracks of it, and they're magnetic, so they drop right in. But also, big place where this shines is the belt clip. Look at the size of this belt clip. It's almost 3 inches, 2 7/8. So, as compared to, say, the Milwaukee belt clip, look at the difference in size on those two. With this, if you take a wrong step on a ladder or something, this will bounce off your pocket. No problem. I've already done it a couple times in the 1 week I've had it. This is sitting so nice and deep and so well balanced that it just doesn't do that. And when you're using these with the C handles, you can just drop it forward on your finger and it's ready to go for your pocket. And that sticks out so far that you don't even have to look, and it's just nice and easy. Where with the Milwaukee and this little bitty clip, I find myself looking every time to make sure I actually caught my pants. The DeWalt's, now they do have a better clip. It's still nothing like this, but their clip is a whole lot bigger and it will really catch well. Now, if you're working on a lot of finished surfaces and you're worried about scratching things, maybe a bigger clip is not something that's important to you. But on the CXS here as well, you can pop that battery off and that clip slides right out from inside the drill, and then you can go back on with your battery and you now have an even thinner CXS with no belt clip at all. So if you're worried about something like that, that's what you would do. The belt clip on this will go from one side to the other just that easily. So it'll just slide right in there like that, snaps in place. It won't fall out. The battery's not holding it in. And then you're there. Back, you can flip it left to right, whatever you prefer. Great little drill, a lot of power. I've overused this drill significantly in the time I've had it. Running everything from 3-4 inch GRK screws, backing out an occasional deck ledger bolt, things that it should not do, it will do. And obviously I've not even killed the brushes in this. I'm fairly impressed with that for 5 years of daily contractor grade use as my preferred drill. And I use this even over an Impact. I just like it. It's very hard to explain, but the grip on this is just perfect in your hand. I know this sounds completely fanboy, and I'm sorry about that, but this is a nice little drill. I can't say anything bad about it. I don't know very many people that own these that can. This is one of the most popular little drills that Festool makes. I don't think it's just because it probably is the cheapest one they make and the smallest, and it's a good entry level into Festool drills. It just, once you own one, you kind of want to own two. It's an odd deal that way with some of us, but I'm trying to try some other brands. You can see I've got an M12 and I've got the DeWalt 12 volt Impact as well as the DeWalt 18 volts, and Festool's Impact 2, I have it as well. And hopefully they come out with a new brushless one. It'd be nice to see a new brushless CXS. I don't see a lot of improvement that can be done here as far as ergonomics and everything. This is just perfection, really. Milwaukee has a drill out called their installation drill that looks very similar to this. And I'm sure it's a pretty nice drill too. I do not have one to compare the two. If I was going to buy another installation drill, I'd get a second one of these. Just, they're amazing. There's nothing bad I can even say about it. The only driver tip that the Milwaukee has now that the Festool doesn't is that they actually have the eccentric drive, where it puts the driver right over here on the side. So if you're getting up next to a wall or something, you could get there a little tighter. Festool, for some reason, makes it for all their other drills. They don't make it for the CXS. I've got it for my C15, my C18, PDC. The different bigger drills like that, I have the eccentric drive for, but this one, for some reason, doesn't have it. But if you buy the kit, this does come with the right angle, the Jacobs, the Centratec, and it'll come with a Centratec bit holder, 2 batteries, and a charger. And it's really not priced too horribly bad, considering that it is a Festool. But this is a little chat about a drill that I've run hard and is still my absolute favorite one. I haven't found anything that can beat it yet. So thanks for dropping in. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like these kind of videos. Check it out. I've got more Festool videos. They're going to be in my list of videos up on the end cards here, as well as job site tours. We've started our new business videos now, so be sure to check some of those out if you're starting up a contracting or handyman business or something along those lines. Hopefully we'll get some good information to you that way about a little bit of our experiences over the last 10 years of doing this. But thanks for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. See y'all later.